Well, good morning, and it is an absolutely beautiful summer's morning here in County Kerry. I'm in the Black Valley, and yeah, I said come out this morning because clear skies, always a chance of some nice mist and a bit of atmosphere, and that's what we got. And originally I came to shoot a set of boats that are located in the Black Valley on a lake, and they're pretty well known in amongst photographers. But when I arrived, it was just, it was too dark to film anything. But the lake is so low that there's this like blanket of weed on top, just in front of the boats, in the lakeside, and it just didn't look nice. So I went searching for another composition. So I was walking through the valley and trying to find a composition, lovely mist rising off the lake, and I just spotted this scene, and that's exactly what I'm going to talk you through right now. So I've got a river that's meandering through the valley itself, and for some reason this part there's a lot of mist rising off it, whereas other parts there was hardly no mist. But here's a lot of mist rising off, and it's kind of going in its S-curve through the valley. But directly in front of that, I have these pods of grass, and they're very unusual because they're just like little crops of grass. Like, don't laugh now, but when I saw them, they reminded me of the hair on troll head dolls. Yeah, that's what they reminded me of. Just what was I saying? Oh yeah, sorry, my battery died. Yeah, these little pods of grass, really interesting, and it just caught my eye, because I was down at the riverbank itself, but it just, on its own, it just wasn't enough. So yeah, I'm shooting a vertical composition using the pods of grass in my foreground, so that means I'm going to have to stack because I'm shooting quite close to them. And I've got a clear sky in the background. Not ideal. I would like more cloud just to give the sky a bit of interest. But there is kind of a faint glow coming off to the right hand side where the sun is rising, and essentially what I'm waiting for is the sun to come up and just kiss the top of the mountains, or else I'll wait for the sun to illuminate these pods of grass. I'll see which works best. I love mornings like this, so calm, so peaceful. I don't mind that there's clear skies. Look, it's still nice to get out, you know, and there's always a composition to be found. Took my time with this. As I said, I couldn't really find, I spent a good 40 to 50 minutes trying to find a composition, but this is the one I've settled at. The light is just starting to hit the mountains here beside me, in front of me, and even behind me, so I know the sun is coming up. And I'd be hoping for it to hit the peaks just in the background of my image, and I think that'll add just that extra bit. Seeing as there's no interest in the sky, it'll just add that extra bit to the back of the image, because I think we have enough going on in our foreground, we have plenty going on in our middle ground. It's one of those images where I really like it because I have something in the thirds of my, each third of my image, you know. And again, I've spoken about that before, where it adds depth and separation to a shot. In terms of my settings, I'm at f5.6, and I'm shooting at a tenth of a second. Now, I dropped in a 3-stop soft grad, but it still wasn't controlling the highlights enough for me, so I'm not using any filters now, and I'm going to blend, exposure blend the shots. So the way I'll do that is that just for my foreground shot, I'll both expose for the foreground and focus on the foreground in the one image, and then I'll have my mid-tones, I'll be focusing on my middle ground, that'll be the river and the mist and the mountains, and I'll have another image for the sky. Now I'll probably get the sky and the middle ground in the one shot. 2 images will be enough. Just I found when I dropped into Softgrad, it was just darker than the tops of the mountains a bit too much, so you know, they're a lot easier to use when you've got a level horizon. But yeah, I'm going to give it a few more minutes, wait till the sun gets a little higher. I'm going to take the shot. So I'm just putting my hand in between the exposures just so I know where a set starts and stops in Lightroom. It's just easier in terms of the focus. Some real mist starting to burn off now. So I'm going to grab a few shots of the river now, just because suddenly there's just mist rising everywhere now. I assume that's because the sun has come up and the heat is starting to make the mist rise, but I want to grab that when I can. So I'm going to put my hand in again. So hand over again. Focus on my middle ground and the mountains in the background. Take the shot. I'm going to fire off an exposure from my sky as well. Very nice. And I'm going to refocus on my foreground just so I'm ready for when the light hits. I'm happy with that. Okay, so now our foreground has been illuminated. Sun is just kissing the tops of those grass pods, we'll call them. No idea, like, this could be one of those images where when I get it into the computer I could end up hating it. I don't know what drew me to it. Well, I do, like, but it's kind of an unusual shot for me. I just find these little pods of grass so interesting, and they're separated with paths woven in between them, I'm assuming from animals, and it just gives my foreground a bit of interest. I have been known to place a log or two in my foreground in the past, but I couldn't locate one today. Now I don't think it would work though, so for those that are laughing right now, even if I had a log, I would not have placed it in front of my camera. I'm going to take this shot, and here we go. f5.6, and a tenth of a second for my foreground. ISO 64, no filters. And that's going to make a really nice blend. Noticed that the lens was a bit foggy, so I apologise if any of the footage clarity wise wasn't the best. Yeah, that's the image. Very simple, but I think it's effective. It was nice to just kind of not shoot a composition that I'm comfortable with, if that makes sense. So like, I passed through Killarney, I could have easily gone just to the upper lake or headed somewhere I was familiar with where I knew I was going to get that shot, but it's always nice just to roam around and find something new, and when you have the right conditions, I think compositions kind of just crop up, don't they? So yeah, folks, really enjoyed that. Nice peaceful morning. Primarily I came out because I wanted to try out my new L bracket, and I also got a new tripod head. Well, I had that tripod head in Donegal, but I got an L bracket the other day. Never had an L bracket before. I just used to flip the tripod head, the ball head down 90 degrees, which always worked fine, but you kind of did end up losing a small bit of height sometimes. So that's why I got the pig iron L bracket. I really wanted the orange one off Amazon, but it's like 50 quid, so it was a cool colour, but no, not worth the money. So yeah, picked up this on Amazon for like 20 euros, so it was good. And yeah, look, that's it. I'm going to end the vlog here. Nice short one for you. Just something simple. I wanted to shoot it because I haven't ever shown you this part of the Black Valley before, I don't think. So yeah, I may go for a wander around, but I think I'll also go back and get a cup of coffee and something to eat. So thanks very much for watching, and Until the next time, I'll see you again. Goodbye.